Today's journey takes us to Kashmir, often referred to as the heaven on earth. This stunning destination captivates tourists with its breathtaking beauty. Enveloped in lush greenery, vibrant flowers, expansive fields, and majestic snow-capped mountains, we can get a close-up view of these snowy peaks by taking a cable car ride. Our adventure continues through the beautiful Arrow Valley and Beta Valley, concluding with a delightful horse ride to the mini Switzerland. So let's begin our journey. The most convenient way to reach Kashmir is by flying from Kochi to Delhi and then from Delhi to Srinagar. As we arrive in Srinagar, we are greeted by the green fields and stunning beauty of Kashmir. The Srinagar airport and the surrounding areas are under military control, so we couldn't capture many visuals over there. Right now we are heading straight to Gulmarg, where we'll be staying tonight. Our plan is to explore the nearby areas and surroundings of Gulmarg as we travel. All around us are apple farms, and the tourists are allowed in some parts of these farmlands. Notice these red apples, but they are actually plastic. They are fake apples. The apple season runs from August to November, and since we come here in late April, the trees have just started to flower. The plastic apples are hung for tourists to take pictures. So this is what an apple flower looks like. It will turn into an apple by August. What attracted me to Kashmir was the abundance of greenery everywhere you look, from farmlands and forests to the green and beautiful roadsides. In Kashmir, the rain begins in May, making these places cool and free from harsh sun rays, resulting in a moderate climate. As we moved forward, we saw a lush green farmland with many sheep grazing on it. We stopped our vehicle and started walking towards them. I am witnessing such a beautiful scene live for the first time. There's not much to explain about the beauty of the scenery. You just have to see it. I believe the shepherds living here are fortunate to reside in such beautiful place. Everywhere you look in Kashmir, it is incredibly beautiful. At first, I thought these were shelters for sheep, but they are actually the shepherd's house. Although they have better homes in the town, they temporarily live in these small shelters while grazing their sheep. Each flock may have around 100 to 150 sheep, with various types of mixed in it. This isn't a tourist spot, but I really like the spot where we halted. I'm always drawn to greenery. These areas are completely covered in ice from November to January. Once the ice melts, the land becomes completely dry and the grass starts to grow over here. Without wasting much time, we are heading to our next spot. These places are home to many deodar pine trees, which grow tall rather than wide. When heavy snow falls, the wider branches cannot withstand the weight. These places don't seem like India at all. They resemble the landscapes and atmosphere of Western countries. Kashmir's uniqueness and special charm comes from these uncommon factors. Because of its distinctiveness, Kashmir is a place everyone should visit at least once in their lifetime. Now we're walking towards a riverside. Up above, there's a small waterfall called the Sruns Waterfalls. A big mountain on the other side melts its ice, creating a river that flows and eventually joins the Jhelum River. To reach beautiful, quiet spots like this, we need a good driver with us. When planning a Kashmir trip, the experience and enjoyment largely depends upon the driver we get. By choosing a good package and a driver, we can discover amazing spots and views. We have opted for the Tripuntold's casual package. The main activity in Gulmarg is the cable car ride, which we have booked for tomorrow. For now, we are heading to our room and will explore more tomorrow. Our stay tonight is in this place, and since we visit different locations daily, our overnight stays are also arranged at different places. So this is our room. It's quite standard and not bad at all. The next morning, we woke up early and headed towards the gondola ride. Our slot was booked for 9 o'clock, so we left the place at 8. That's the starting point of the gondola ride. After waiting in the queue for a while, we showed our online tickets and ID cards and entered the cable car. The Gulmarg gondola ride is the longest and largest cable car ride in Asia. And it's the second largest in the world, with the largest being in California. We are traveling over the snow-covered landscapes, heading towards the gondola peak of Gulmarg, known as Upperwart Peak. The gondola ride has 2 stages. The fee for traveling only to the first stage is 1000 rupees, while reaching the second stage costs 2070 rupees. One important tip for visitors is to always wear sunglasses, as the ice and snow can be harsh on your eyes and potentially affect your eyesight. Look, there are 2 people walking towards the top over there. If you're not experienced with trekking at high altitudes, there's the risk of experiencing breathing problems. We have now reached the second phase, known as the Upperwart Peak. Those interested in trekking can climb higher from here. It is said that there's a frozen lake up over there, but climbing from 12,293 feet to even higher altitudes is quite challenging and not easy at all. As you walk further, you'll spot the Indian flag up ahead. Beyond the Indian national flag lies the part of Kashmir that belongs to Pakistan. The hills directly visible from here are in the Poonch district, with the Pakistani army stationed right behind them. We can only access the other side if the weather is clear. All the activities such as snow biking and other adventures are available only in Phase 1. In Phase 2, there is only one activity where you sit on a wooden sledge and are pulled along. Therefore, it's better to visit Phase 2 first and then head to the Phase 1 on your way back. So right now we are returning to Phase 1. There's a trekking path leading to the hilltop known as the Frozen Lake Path. At the top of this hill, you can find a frozen lake. Regarding the cost of activities over here, almost all adventure activities are quite expensive, with snow bike rides advertised as costing between 4,000 to 8,000 per person, while the actual price is closer to 2,000 rupees only. Some packages include these activities, but many do not, and some might not even cover cost of gondola ticket. It's essential to book packages from reputable companies. For example, Tripuntold offers a Kashmir package starting at 20,000, which includes a dedicated car for the family, ensuring a comfortable journey. I'll provide Tripuntold's contact details in the description. Due to the crowds at Phase 1, we decided to leave. At the top of the mountain, there was plenty of snow, but by the time we reached here, the snow had melted, leaving mud in its place. This area is where the shepherds live during the winter after leaving the mountain. Our driver is waiting, and from here we will head to the Pahalgam. We reached the base, got into the car and headed to Pahalgam. Here are some important tips for visiting the Gondola. You'll be ascending to a height of 12,300 feet suddenly, so make sure to drink plenty of water. While water is available at the top, it costs 100 per bottle, and the tea is also 100 rupees, while a serving of Maggi costs 300 rupees. But be aware that 80% of the vendors don't speak English and primarily communicate only in Hindi. This is the mustard field we saw along the way. In Kashmir, the main crop is mustard. The flowers are yellow and the mustard seeds are found inside small drumstick-shaped pods. There are no need to worry about the terrorist attacks mentioned in the news. These incidents do not occur in tourist areas. Every half kilometer you will find a soldier with a gun, and in towns, they are present at every corner. With such extensive security, no attacks have been reported in the tourist areas or towns. Food is not even a problem in Kashmir. There are both non-vegetarian and vegetarian restaurants, and most of them serve tasty dishes. If you order a full biryani or a fried rice, it can easily serve 2 people. So plan your order accordingly. Welcome to Pahalgam. We have arrived at Pahalgam, which boasts 4 important places: Aru Valley, Betab Valley, Chandanwari and the Baisaran Valley, also known as the mini Switzerland. This is the Mamaleshwar temple, constructed in AD 400. According to the Hindu mythology, it is here that the Lord Ganesha's head was replaced by an elephant's head. Pahalgam is a major tourist destination. 3 valleys are located in different parts of the area, with Aru Valley being the farthest. Our stay for tonight is arranged over here. First, we will explore the beauty of Aru Valley, then head to our accommodation and visit the remaining places tomorrow. Aru Valley is a lush, green area with small rivers flowing through it and snow-capped mountains in the background. It is a peaceful and crowded place. Among the 3 valleys, I like the Aru Valley the most. In the plain green area, beautiful small rivers are flowing, along with a larger river on their side. It is a very scenic and peaceful place, perfect for sitting on uncrowded riverbanks. Aru Valley is 12 kilometers from Pahalgam, and the road ends over here. The village is surrounded by mountains on 3 sides. Out of all the places on this Kashmir trip, Aru Valley is my favorite. If you have time, just search for Aru Valley on Google and look at the photos from people who went trekking up to 10 kilometers into the mountains. The pictures of the big lakes and greenlands at the top of the mountains will make you want to stay there for a month and see it all in person. In Aru Valley, there are some places to visit at higher elevations. Pony rides are available to reach these spots. And since there are fewer tourists, the prices are reasonable, around 600 rupees. Pony rides go home in the evenings, and the horses walk around while tourists are there to get running practice. At the top of the mountain, there are more valleys. Vehicles can't enter there, but this is a small village with houses and agriculture. Tarsar Lake is located at the top of the mountain. Additionally, the mountains behind us also have lakes. If you're interested in trekking, you can get a guide from here. The Himalayan mountains are truly breathtaking. You won't get bored looking at the snow-covered peaks stretching into the distance. So before getting dark, we reached our rooms and finished our dinner. The sun came with his full brightness on the next day. Here morning starts from 5 o'clock and darks come from evening around 7:30 onwards. So this is the view from the Aro Heights cottage. After finishing the breakfast, we are going to our next destination. Aro is a tourist destination, but it lacks public transportation. Villages rely on shared taxis, good vehicles or a horse for travel. The roads and village are inaccessible for 4 to 5 months due to the snowfall. Despite the influx of tourists, a bus service is needed for the remaining months. This is the Betab Valley located near Pahalgam. It is a park within the town, originally named the Hajan Valley. Its name was changed after the famous Bollywood movie Betab was shot here in 1983. Another aspect of traveling in Kashmir is the requirement to use union taxis for visiting tourist spots. For example, if you travel from Srinagar to Gulmarg, you will need to hire a local taxi for sightseeing, as the one you arrive in won't have the license for local tours. The same applies to Pahalgam. Ensure that the local taxi charges are included in your package. The entry fee for Betab Valley is 100 rupees per person, where you can walk through the greenery and enjoy the river flowing through the park, which is a tributary of the Jhelum River. Pony rides are available here as well, offering rides along the river bank or to the next village as well. Chandanwari is not far from here. It serves as the starting point for the trek to Amarnath. You can begin the Amarnath trek from here or from Sonmarg. The Amarnath temple is located on Kashmir-Ladakh border. Chandanwari is a beautiful green place, but it is currently covered with snow and mixed with soil, making it less appealing. Our next destination is the Baisaran Valley, also known as the Mini Switzerland. You can only reach here by horse or on foot. Walking takes at least 2 hours through mud and steep terrains, so I recommend going by a horse.
Kashmir Valley. Okay.
When visiting Kashmir, it is essential to bring at least 2 jackets, one of which should be waterproof. The weather varies. Occasional snowfalls and rains occur. During heavy snowfall, a waterproof jacket and shoes are crucial. Waterproof gloves are also highly recommended. Even if it is sunny, it can still feel very cold. If you ask about the best season to visit Kashmir, every time of the year has its charm. November and December are marked by heavy snowfall, covering everything in snow. In May and June, there is rain followed by lush greenery. Kashmir is a beautiful year-round, and visiting in 3 different seasons offer unique experiences. We have reached the Baisaran Valley. The entry fee is 35 rupees per person. This valley is stunning and often referred to as the mini Switzerland. It resembles Aru Valley with its backdrop of snow-covered mountains and trees. In Kashmir, you can capture snow-capped mountains in any photo. The valley isn't crowded, possibly because we arrived in the morning. By afternoon, it gets as busy as a festival. The horses don't all follow the same path, so some trips takes 1 hour while the other takes 2 hours, which affects the rates. In Baisaran Valley, there is mostly greenery to see, so we took some videos and headed back. Many villages here are inaccessible by vehicle, making horses the main mode of transportation. When solid ice forms, even horses struggle to walk and can slip. During such times, villages move to lower areas, and the places like Baisaran Valley are closed. The flight from Kochi to Srinagar via Delhi is convenient. While there are trains from Delhi to Jammu, the road conditions to Srinagar are very poor. As we descended, it started raining. Rain typically begins in May, but this year it started in the 3rd week of April. The horses sped up, possibly due to the rain or in the anticipation of their next trip, we're not sure. But they definitely increased their pace. When we arrived in Pahalgam, I decided to walk to the nearby river and enjoy the rain. We came to Kashmir to experience rain and cold, escaping the heat of our village in April. After spending some time in the rain, we all headed to our next destination. Don't worry if you missed the snowfall. Thick snow is coming up in the next episode. See you next time with the views of Srinagar and Dal Lake. Bye bye.